Hey Monsters, I know I promised a review of this Neca Godzilla 2019 figure, but I'm assuming by now a lot of other reviews are already up. So what I'm going to do right here, we're just going to focus on the comparison between the Neca G14 and the Neca G19. Just take a look at it and try to decide whether or not this is a retooling or a resculpting of that, or if it's because they're using a similar CGI model for the movie, that's why they look similar, and just get some thoughts on it overall. The biggest flaw with this figure here is the paint job. I mean, look at that eye. It's almost like a fish's eye. It's really just like a drop of white paint splotted on there and then a black marker kind of scribbled on it. There might be some paint for the pupil, I can't really tell. I've seen other figures with horrifying paint around the mouth. I think the best way to do a review of this is really just to compare it to the G2014 from Neca. We can sit here and get into the designs differences. A lot of people have already noticed, you know, the spikes being much larger. But for the figure itself, a lot of it actually does seem to be the same. Look at the patches of these scales here. They line up seemingly identically. So I wonder if part of the body here is actually the same exact sculpt. I'm not sure, 'cause maybe it's just similar because it's going off the they're both going off CGI models from the movies. If you look, there's like even like this little mini spike here. There's the mini spike right up in here. They might be different sculpts. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell with the pattern here if maybe the paint is just covering over some of the scales and making them look a little bit different. But there's so many similarities, I can't tell how much of this is original and how much of it may be recycled. I want to say it's all original, but it's way too similar. The paint job is drastically different. This 2014 version is a much darker color. This grayish, dusty version of the 2019 figure. Let's get a face-to-face here. Let's look at those feet differences if we can. These really do look like different sculpts, even though that they have like the same pattern of spikes, like this spike right here. And it's just the detail of sculpt on this one is much more in depth and improved upon. Sculpt wise, I would definitely say the 2019 one has the 2014 one beat. The tails, the tips of them, this is more rounded out, and I would say it's actually a little bit shorter on this version. And the articulation points, I don't think there's any differences in this. Yeah, they both have them in the waist, thighs, knees, feet, shoulders, elbows, wrists, tail, neck, mouth. There's much to be said about this. Like I said, the paint job on the face isn't that great, but I really do like the dusty look on this figure a lot more than the almost shiny, sleeker version of the 2014. And I think the dorsal plates are brushed beautifully. Look at that detail. Alright, Musties, go and get yours, but look first for any defects.